we are going to see the process recording, its introduction, purpose and use, prerequisites, format and example. So introduction, it tells about what is process recording and the uses, purpose and uses, how it is useful to patient and nurses. And prerequisite tells about the process recording. Before start the process recording, what are the things we have to make it ready. And format with examples also is there, we can see now. First introduction. The process recording is a written account or verbatim. Written account means we are going to write the full process happened between the nurse and patient. Or verbatim recording, it means recording through cassettes, otherwise now digitally we are taking the record of all that transferred. So what we are recording, all that transferred during and immediately following the nurse patient interaction. So nurse patient interaction, that's what happening here in process recording. The nurse patient, they are interacting for the treatment purpose. To understand, nurse is talking with patient to get the details of the patient problem. The patient is interacting with the nurse to get the solution to their problem. So this is what happening. So in that, whatever interaction happened between the nurse patient, between the nurse and patient, that we are going to write it in a record paper. Otherwise we are taking the whole video of that. So this is called process recording. Okay, so it is happening between the nurse and the patient. We can say uh, psychiatrist and the psychiatric patient, like that also we can say. And how long we can maintain this process recording, because for continuously we are talking to patient, the patient may lose their interest to talk with the nurse, and that's why they may not give the proper informations regarding their problem. So, and they lose because of when they lose the when they lose the patiency, they may get irritated. It will further increase their problem. So that is important. In a short period of time, we have to collect all the information from the patient. For that, before that, the nurse, that's why before the process recording starts, the nurse get ready with the questions needed to ask to the patients. And before that, the nurse go through all the details of the patient in the records. Uh, so that short period means in within 20 minutes. This is the active time we are telling. This is within 20 minutes. So he has to communicate and get all the informations. In this period, if needed, the nurse can take down all the details in short form in the paper if needed. Otherwise, the nurse may forget afterwards. That's why, if needed, she can do this. And after 10 minutes, after this 20 minutes, for 10 minutes, she can conclude whatever she discussed with the patient and record it. For recording and clear recording. So I said 20, within 20 minutes also we can record in short form to remember all the things what we discussed with patient. And after 20 minutes, then after 20 minutes we can make it full correct conclusions and recording, perfect recording we have to uh, make and we have to take 10 minutes for that. So total, this is the maximum time limit, 30 minutes we have to spend for the, each patient to complete the process recording. Okay, so 30 minutes is the ideal time to complete the process recording, because if we go more than 30 minutes, sometimes the patient is not able to give proper information due to increased irritation, because already they are patients, especially psychiatric patients, already mentally disturbed, so they are not able to concentrate more than 30 minutes. So that leads to the make them violence, and it will disturb the uh, proper interview. This is type of interview. So next is purpose and use of process recording. So it is highly useful to the nurses and patients. Patients, they are getting solving their problems, and nurse is getting talent to interpret and synthesize raw data. Raw data means whatever information she is getting from the patient, that is raw data. From that, she is interpreting, she is assessing why the patient is said like that. What is the problem? What is the cause behind that? Like that, she is interpreting and synthesizing. She is making a conclusion. So this talent, uh, the nurse is gaining through the process recording. Nurse is gaining through the process recording because each and every patient is different in every context. So in each context, we are learning new things. So if we are continuously doing process recording, then only we will improve our talent, competency to interpret and synthesizing the raw data, and to develop an increased awareness of her habits and its effects on others. It means nurse is going to increase her awareness about her own habits and how it is affecting the patient. That she is understanding. Okay. Next is to learn to identify thoughts and feelings in relation to self and other. Here, nurse is understanding herself about her thoughts, her feelings towards the patient, and patient's thought and feelings towards the because of their problem. These things nurse can understand during the process recording. To increase observational skills, that is another one important. The nurse is increasing her observational skills. Nurse is improving her observational skills because the 20 minutes to 30 minutes she is observing the patient and interpreting the problems and synthesizing, making a conclusion. So her observation skill will improve. Next is uh, prerequisite. Prerequisite, already I said, before starting the process recording, something we have to prepare that will help us to complete the process recording within a short period. So what is that prerequisite? And this prerequisite also gives comfort to the patient and the nurse. So prerequisite has physical setting. Physical setting in the sense room and patients are for say patients comfortable for sitting, for patients comfort, seats and ventilation, noise proof area, and uh, the area which is easy to reach the other departments which will help to tackle the emergency situation. So that physical setting is important. Another one is getting consent of the patient for the possibility of cassette recording, because cassette recording we are going to record all the things patient directly whatever he said directly we are recording. So for that the consent is important. Consent in the sense that is the uh, acceptance letter we are getting from the patient. If the patient is not able to give, as we know psychiatry patients thinking our abnormality, emotional abnormality will be there. That's why the patient sometimes may not give the consent. That time we have to get consent from their parents, cousins, siblings who is available with who is having responsible to the patient. So consent is important for cassette recording. So this is another important prerequisite. We have to prefer the consent and get the signature from the patient or their relatives. Next is confidentiality, that we have to get ready. We should not get ready mentally. We have to prepare. We should not say or we should not leak the information whatever we received from the patient. So confidentiality is very important because in future after going with the patient after reaching the society may get some problems if his problem reached to the society, because psychiatric problem is not accepted by the society, because society peoples will feel the psychiatric patients not able to function as normal human being. So that's why they will not accept that person for giving any job or uh, any work as normal peoples. So the confidentiality is very important. That mentally we have to prepare for that. So these three things is very essential before start our process recording. So next is format. With example we can see in format the first two important thing is when after receive the patient in the setting in this setting physical setting, it means where you are going, where the nurse going to conduct the process recording. There we have to find this name, age, sex, religion, marital status, emotional status, occupation, language, IP number, ward, diagnosis, address, date of admission. These many things we have to take, including that date and time of process recording also we have to mention. When and which time we are starting or we are doing this process recording, that we have to mention here. Then brief summary of the patient problem. All these things, brief summary of the patient problem. The problem, maybe he has any violent behavior. He's not, otherwise he is a depressed patient, and he is not want to talk with anybody. So any conditions, that condition we have to briefly we have to mention here. Then place of interaction, another important thing. Already I explained. We have to mention prerequisite. In prerequisite, I mentioned the setting of the nursing process recording. So setting, that is place where you are going to conduct, or whether either ward or the nurses station, or uh, any hall that is separated for nurse patient conversation. If anything is there, that you have to mention here. And about that environment also we have to write where we select the place to conduct the nursing process, sorry, process recording. For the that place, how it is, how it gives comfortable to the patient, why the nurse has chosen that place. These things the nurse has to write here. So it may be highly ventilated, noise proof, chairs, benches adequately, staffs are adequate, and the place is very easy to reach. Any other department which will help us in emergency condition, because you are sitting with the patient, especially the patient is mentally disturbed. Anytime he may get violent, or he may try to suicide or homicide, whatever. So everything, this is the place suitable to face any problems created by the patient. So that things, is it like that, this place is like that. About the place we have to write what is available. Then reason for selecting the patient is another important point. We have to know, the nurse has to write the reason behind the selection of this patient for their process recording. So that reason we have to write, and its objective also we have to write. Reason may be the patient is uh, not taking food properly. He is uh, very sad. This is the reason. That's why the nurse took the patient for process recording. So objective what will be there? We have to make to increase their intake of food to balance the nutritional status of the patient, and another objective, make him to mingle with all the persons to decrease their loneliness. So this may be the two objectives here. For these two objectives only, we are working through process recording. So next is, so this is a preliminary thing. Next we have to record the nurse response and patient's response, whatever happened between the interaction, uh, that we have to write here. First two, nurse's response and patient's response is there. So nurse's response, two columns are there. One is verbal and non-verbal reactions we have to write. For same like nurses, patients also having verbal column, non-verbal column. Okay, next is technique. What are the techniques the nurses used to communicate with the patient? That you have to write here. And what are the interference? What are the conclusion or report we got from the conversation? That we have to write here. In nurse's response, verbal is there. Verbal, hi, first the nurse is talking with the patient. The first she said, hi, good morning, Mr. Sanjay. So like she asked like that. The non-verbal, she smiled, looks at patient. When we talk, when the nurse talks with the patient, her non-verbal reaction is smile, looks at patient. That also the nurse mentioned here, should mention here. Then for that, the patient's, what was the patient's response? That you have to write here, verbal. Good morning, sister. The patient said, good morning, sister. And while telling what was the patient's response, looks upwards. Patient looks upwards and voice monotonous. So that in non-verbal response we can write here. Okay. For this, the what was the nurse's technique in this time? She was used the focus, the technique in the sense communication techniques are there. Certain communication techniques are there that we can see here. You see, these are all communication techniques: listening, broad opening, restating, clarification, reflection, humor, informing, focusing, sharing perceptions, theme identification, silence, suggesting. These are the very important communication techniques. If listening means whatever the patient says, you are listening. You are showing the listen. And broad opening, we can make the patient to talk more and more about a certain topic. That is broad opening. For that, you have to initiate, stimulate the patient to talk. That is broad opening technique. Restating whatever patient is telling. In between, you have to state, you have to say the same words to make the patient to aware that nurse is listening the patient's words. So next is clarification. You can ask clarification of some words from the patient. Patient say, patient said, I am very nervous. Then you, for clarification, you can ask to the patient. The nurse can ask to the patient, what is nervous? Why you nervous? You can you explain to me? Like that, nurse can ask. That is clarification. In a reflection, you can reflect the words or emotions said by the or experienced by the patient. Then humor, in between you can show some humor sense. You can show some humor sense, or you can talk humorly. Then humorly means jokes you can make in between the conversation. Then informing, and informing means you can give some information that is needed to the uh, patient. Sometimes you are telling that you are now crying. Your hand is you are putting your hand there. So don't put like this. Like this information you can give. And focusing, that is type of listening. You are focusing what he is telling. Then sharing perceptions. Then what you understand from his words, from his conversation, that you can share with him. uh, uh, Theme identification. Theme, what is begin the what's the cause of the problem, or what is actually happening, that we can understand from the patient's conversation, and we can tell to the patient. And silence is sometimes when the patient talking, the silence also helps to make the patient to continue his words regarding the problem. So silence also one type of communication technique. And suggestions, suggesting, we can, the nurse can give suggestions also, that will help the patient to understand himself or his reactions, understand about his reactions. So these are the techniques you can use. So here I have shown some reaction, some techniques: focusing, listening and focusing, listening and silence, listening, silence. Like this, some techniques based on the here conversation I mentioned here for for the example. Inferences report: patient looks anxious, have no interest to talk with nurse. Uh, why? So here from here we can see, Mr. Sanjay, why you looks anxious? This is asked by the nurse, and nurse is to keep his eye contact. Nurse is seeing the patient. While asking this question, nurse is seeing the patient, maintaining her eye contact to the patient's eyes. And verbal patient not said anything. When non-verbal notes his head, only head notes. Means he notes his head, changing his position slightly in the chair where he is sitting. So these two, the nurse observed, and she written here. Then here technique, she is focusing his words. So focusing technique, she, the nurse used in this conversation. And she written, he has no interest to talk with nurse, because that's why he didn't tell anything, only just body reaction he has given. So like the next is, had your breakfast? With smiling, the nurse asked, and patient said yes, and he said yes and looking down. He didn't maintain the eye to eye contact. Then the technique which used by the nurse is listening. And reports is written, patient looks sad, patient is conscious. Patient is conscious because he is answered the correctly. Patient looks sad because he looking down. So see, the patient nurse is written looks sad. So like this, the conversation has to take place. After this, all conversation written in these columns, The nurse can go for the conclusion. Conclusion, fixing the time and place for the next interview. That is important thing, because whatever goals you achieve, sometimes the nurse is not able to achieve all the goals. So how much goals are achieved, that is good. After that, to complete the goals or to understand new problems, the nurse can make another interview, and for that that time itself the nurse can mention which time and which place the another interview can take, another interaction can make, that she can mention in this conclusion side. Then summary, next last summary is the nurse has to write. For that some points are given here, what are the things is important for summary. There are 4 points are very important in summary, that is list of inferences. List of inferences, what are the inferences nurse written, with that list of inferences he has to mention here, and care plans made according to inference. What are the inference she mentioned here? Based on that she has to prepare care plans, because next is she has to give, if the patient is sad, she gave then care plans she has to make to reduce his loneliness, increase his confidentiality. So like that, whatever based on patient's condition. Then any special difficulties faced during inference. Any special difficulties faced during inference, uh, faced by nurse. So maybe the patient is not cooperated or got violent in between, or the patient fell down on the floor, or the patient vomited, or any problems that faced by the nurse should be mentioned here. And the last point, technique used to overcome the difficulties. That difficulties, whatever happened during the conversation, that difficulties, how the nurse solved it, that she has to mention is. For example, we can say the patient got violent in between the conversation. So the nurse called all the staffs. Uh, Already the nurse knows the patient may get violent. That's why before process recording, she might have informed to some staffs to stand a little away from the conversation room. So now, if the patient got is now violent, violent, if they got violent, is violent. If the patient got violent, then immediately the nurse can call the staffs, those who arranged, and the staffs can come and solve that problem. So like this, how the nurse solved the emergency situation during the conversation, that she has to mention here. So this is the important points about summary. And after that, the nurse can put her name and signature. That's all. This is the format of the process recording. So this is over. So introduction, what is process recording we have seen, and purpose and uses, prerequisite and format with example we have seen. So thank you.